So
That's just
having the same nationality or citizenship as your kids, being able to navigate travel, including visiting family,
yeah.
that's quite a big motivator. But is there other reason why you wanted to switch passport basically, or getting new passport?
Uh, what else? I don't. Yeah, if you want me to say that because I feel very Belgian, I don't feel I'm Belgian.
Mm.
Deep inside my heart, I have
Or
Belgium
you
is
feel
just
very
my country.
European? You just want to have the EU citizenship?
That's just a perks, you know. It's
Or being
and
able to
I think
participate in local elections?
that's that. Ah, yeah, true.
Because you
Yes,
do care
yes,
about
yes.
politics, right? You want to have a say.
Thank you thank you for
After
reminding
paying
me.
40 something plus percent income
Exactly,
tax rate.
exactly. I think that's also what I mentioned last time with Bella. We we live outside Indonesia for such a long time.
Hmm.
I never tried the MRT,
Hmm.
the
MRT in
MRT.
Jakarta. Yeah.
Yes, I never tried the high speed train. I never
Right.
tried the new highway from Jakarta to the east of Java. I mean, what is the point? I care about who is the president, who is the mayor of the city. You know, I live here. I should care about the minister of education here, the party who care about education, the party who care about the safety of the people, uh, the party maybe who doesn't tax us as heavy as now, this kind of thing. And I can make a say if I change my nationality, right? I mean, it's just makes sense, and it's relevant to my life, and then why not, right?
So it's about being able to say to the to where it matters the most to you.
Yes,
It has a hopefully a direct bearing to your life, right? So
and
we touch upon
yeah.
three factors, right?
Mhm.
Basically the ability to travel,
Yeah,
the being able to say politically,
yeah,
um, having access to the or the same uh, nationality as your children.
yes.
How about the I don't know, like it's more complex nuances like identities, a sense of belongings. Oh, I know you say that
Yeah.
uh, whether you're feeling very Belgians or not, but does is it an aspiration to be more Belgians by first getting the Belgian nationality
Uh,
or citizenship?
I don't see any changes actually. It's not like
You don't feel like it's a seal of approval? Yes.
uh, yes, in that sense, yes, but it's not like I become more Belgians after having the well, in the sense like in reality, like my let's say my language skill, for example, or my diets or the beer consumptions, this kind of thing doesn't change anything. It's just
Or
really
the
just
football allegiance, man. Like for example, if Belgium is playing, then yes.
no, that's also not, it
Okay.
doesn't change anything. Like I don't support their football team, their
Okay.
national football team. Sorry,
It's
I
supposed to be
support
the golden
England.
generation. Well,
It's already passed. It's already
yes.
past the golden years.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it's but yeah, it's if you say the passport, Belgian passport, as kind of the end reward, yes.
Mm,
After my effort to integrate, and then I
mm,
got the passport, it's like I finished the race,
mm, mm,
and that's it, and
mm,
that's it. In fact, I my Dutch is not perfect, but
mm,
I already refuse to continue to learn.
mm,
I I know some people that who changed the passport to Belgian passport. They continue to learn Dutch until it's really good, and then they even learn French.
mm,
So, and I refuse to learn French
mm.
because yeah, again, for me, having the passport is already the end,
Mm.
and I will leave as it is because it's for me it's enough. It's not like I don't speak Dutch. I speak Dutch,
Mm.
but I don't need until such level.
Because I don't speak Dutch, then it's the Sefini.
Sorry?
Sefini, is that it?
Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. Savini, yeah, yeah, yeah. Savini, Savini.
Well, so what's next then? What's
What's
next for you?
next?
Yeah.
As I said, it's UK.
Mm.
It's UK.
That's the next destination. You're not thinking about another country. So we have eliminated the
Uh,
options about going back, except for the short term option, right?
yes, yes,
Obviously, gonna time is ticking. In you have built a base in Belgium,
yeah,
but you're still thinking of going to the UK.
yes. UK is, let's say, the first. Yeah, again because it's it's been the dream since I was a kid. And yeah, if you ask me about possibility, South Korea probably kind of possibility because we have kind of base there. My in-laws are there, so it's just because it's easier, it's more convenient probably. I like to live there as
Because your
expat
wife
probably.
has Korean
Yeah,
ancestry. Yeah.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's probably just easier. Someone's already lived there, someone's already settled there
Yeah.
with their life, so they can help us to also settle because even then we are Asians. At least me,
Mm.
maybe my wife is another case. At least for me, if you see UK and South Korea, South Korea is an Asian country,
Mm.
but it's more uh how to say it, foreign for me than UK.
Right.
Maybe the language, maybe uh I follow UK things like football, politics, TV programs and stuff more than the South Korea one. Even
Mm.
then, the food is South Korean food is better by a lot. But yeah, it's more foreign, so probably, as I said, because I have my in-laws there,
Don't
probably
worry,
they
you
can
won't
help
offend any
us.
British, by the way, by mentioning things about their food.
Yeah,
Interesting. So you feel more affinity to British culture, well, and vis-a-vis South Korea. But so you're thinking about the two, right? But sounds like in terms of what is realistic is probably, or is it not the
yeah,
case? Yeah, where UK is closer, seems
yeah.
like a foothold. Yeah.
Uh, both are realistic actually, but of course the UK one is more realistic. It's more realistic because uh the biggest obstacle now is only the kids. And also actually the reason why I want to move to the UK is because of the kids,
Mm,
because the education there is better than here.
mm,
But the kids, ironically, is also the obstacle because with three kids moving there, yeah, I know. I mean,
yeah.
imagine if like you still have a very young kid, she doesn't go to the school yet.
Yeah.
It's probably easier for you. Let's say you want to move, let's say, to the Netherlands, for
Yeah.
example. It's probably easier for you. But
Yeah.
for us with three kids and one of the biggest ones already in the school, in the elementary school, it's a bit more complicated because I need to prepare them as well in terms of the language, for example. I know he starts speaking English, but I don't think it's enough to go to the school there,
Mm.
right? This kind of thing. There's also only one component, yeah, before, and the biggest one is actually the psychology of the kids. Changing place is not easy for them.
Mm.
Well, we know it. We know it. We change places so many times, right? You changes country so many times. I changed, yeah, two times, Indonesia and then to China and then to Belgium, and I know it's hard to
It's a
adapt in
mental
new place.
gymnastic
Yeah,
every time you're planning to change,
exactly,
to move, and then
exactly.
when you're moving, and then after you move, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
you know, moving cities. So we move we move house like 1.5 years ago.
Right.
It's already a mental uh, disaster probably. I was really stressful, very depressed. Thank God everything is just done correctly, but still, imagine that it's going across the channel, and with so many things we have, the kids, the stuff. Yeah, it will be difficult.
Mm. Okay, Gung. So you obviously have changed your passport, right, and your nationality. So
Yep.
now, in terms of the scale of, I guess, um, which country you prefer, or can say love, right? And which, I guess, identifies with you, right?
Okay.
Would you say that it's Belgium that takes the higher precedence now to Indonesia?
Yeah, and it's by far yes, by far yes. Well, if you can put it in scale, uh, 0 to 10, 10 is like you love very much, and zero is like you don't love very much. I think I can put Belgium is like 7.2,
That's
and
such a
yeah,
precise scale.
yeah, it's very precise. Well, we can make another video about it to to break it down in details. And Indonesia maybe 3.8, more or less.
Wow, that's such
3 point.
a
Yeah, yeah,
very very contrast
yeah. Yep,
comparison, right?
yeah. And surprisingly, I can put UK higher than Belgium.
Because
Well,
that was your
yeah,
aspiration.
yeah, and yeah, I always keep an eye on the UK. I visit the country like I don't know, once or twice a year. Yeah, try to have a grip on it. Yeah, I would say I love UK 8.8, more or less. Well, the fact that I don't live there yet, so that could be it will be to be revised in the future when I already live there and settle there.
So it goes without saying, I guess, that if you're asked like where is home, where you are from, you will answer a heartbeat Belgium at this point.
Yes, yes,
Mm.
yes, yes. I got it a lot actually when I visit South Korea. Uh, or other country when I visit Belgium or I mean when I visit UK for example or the Netherlands. Yeah, the neighbors of Belgium when they ask me, I know they don't expect Belgium as an answer because I look like this, but it is the case, yeah. And yeah, it's the fact cannot lie. I have my home here. I have my family here. I built my family here. The kids for sure. Yeah, like my older son. He always says I'm Belgian.
Mm, of
And
course.
endpoint. Yeah, he never he never. Well, we had to kind of explain you are not yeah biologically Belgian, but you are half Korean and half Chinese. But yes, you are born in Belgium. You grew up here. You got the passport. Yeah, okay. It's not incorrect to say you are Belgian, but yeah, I try to kind of uh, remind him what is his root.
Okay. Do
I
you
think it's
still
important.
have affinity at all to Indonesia?
Ah, well, my parents still live there. My sisters are there. Uh, of course, yes. I mean, it's the fact that I cannot change, right? I was born there. I grew up there.
Mm.
Uh, my name is very Indonesian. I don't really like it, but that's my name. I have to accept it. So yeah, of course, I still have a bit of affinity, but yeah, not much, not enough to
Let's do a few tests,
to
right? Let's do a few tests.
yeah
So
yeah yeah yeah.
say, um, well, sports competition, for example, right?
Okay.
Say Indonesia is playing against Belgium in football. Let's take the first case, which you
The
are
World Cup.
supporting. Yeah, say the
The
World
World
Cup.
Cup.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh, it's not like I like Belgian football, uh, but I think I still support Belgium because it's not because, but it's more like because I understand football. I know what is the correct way to develop a quality of football of a country. You know, because I love football since I was very young. Uh, the fact that, let's say, in the current situations, which is it's Indonesia, I think have quite a big chance to to be qualified to the World Cup. World Cup. Uh, the way, like, the Belgian, they, like, 20 years ago, 10 years ago, or let's say 20 years ago, they were also not a good football countries. Yeah? Their team is also sucks actually, but these these few years they kind of jump up. They really develop it quite rapidly.
Mm.
Uh, the same as Indonesia also. Yeah, they also develop very rapidly in the last, I think, 10 years. But the way they do it is kind of differently. In the
Yes.
Belgian side, they try to to improve it from the grassroots and the academy, and then the league, the local league, these kind of things, you know. So they, from the grassroots, they really change the system, the quality of the coach and the training and stuff. And then they produce the Kevin De Bruyne, Romelu Lukaku and stuff. While if you see Indonesia, the way they do it, they just naturalize people. So I don't see it's fair. So it's just. But if you ask me, because I, I don't, I in this case I see it because Belgium do it correctly, and I don't see Indonesia do it correctly. So it's because of that I choose Belgium.
All right. So your consideration was more, I guess, from the, well, if I say the sports technical aspect than your
Yes.
affinity to the country. Um, well, what if we change the sports? It's badminton this time.
Badminton.
Indonesia playing
Uh,
against Belgium in badminton. I don't know how badminton, how Belgium national team is going to get their badminton players.
if the Belgian can reach, let's say, Thomas or Uber Cup, uh, it will be a big improvement. And I mean, it will be kind of a miracle because that's w- we are not such a badminton country, and it's kind of very rare. Not not every city has a badminton club, I would say, but every city has like multiple football club. Even a small city like where I live now, there are multiple football club, the grassroots. But yeah, if yeah, if they really meet Indonesia in Thomas or Uber Cup, for example, of course I will still support Belgium because I have to appreciate what they have done. Yeah? Indonesia has been a legendary badminton country, uh, but Belgium, if they can reach Thomas Uber Cup and being a good contestant, that's that's a huge achievement that, of course, as a Belgian myself, I have to appreciate it. Yeah.
So despite the technical nuances, I guess it's kind of giving the answer now.
Yeah,
Oh.
I think so because it's hard to, again, because there is I told you there is one other country in at the top that
Yeah, I
I
was gonna ask
always
that.
support that country.
Now what if we switch over the, like, the country, right? So now the sports is football. but it's England playing against Belgium.
It's no question, man. It's no question. I've been supporting England since 1998. And I never stop. I know they never leave any major trophy, but I never stop. I always support them.
So it doesn't matter is that it's not coming home to Belgium, but as
Yeah,
long as it's coming
yeah,
home to England.
yeah. Of course, yeah, of course, of
All
course.
right, all right. So that's a very interesting one. Now, having said all that, right? So you've got the Belgian nationality,
Hmm.
um, and Belgium obviously allows dual nationality or citizenship, right? There is no
Yes,
issue. Even you can have three nationalities or more than that if you
even
want,
more.
right?
Yeah, even more. Yes.
Obviously, to get that Belgian nationality, you have to give up your Indonesian citizenship, right? Because Indonesia doesn't allow that. But there has been
Yeah.
tons of conversations about allowing or opening up, like Indonesian diaspora to have like multiple nationalities, right?
Hmm.
Legally, right? So if there is a way, there is a route for you to regain your Indonesian um, citizenship, obviously without losing your Belgian one.
Hmm.
How you say it? What's your take?
First, depends. Depends how much effort I have to do.
Mm.
Let's say if I have to pay 1,000 euros and so much paperwork, probably I have to think about it.
Let's
But if
say
it's
because it's Indonesia, there will be some effort definitely, but it's not. Let's say
yeah,
it's not crazy effort. Yeah.
yeah, actually, well, to be honest, I don't know if someone's from Indonesia immigrations or anyone in the ministry will watch this. Actually, I never renounced the Indonesian nationality.
Mm.
It's just uh, de facto, I think
It's
that
automatic
like
loss, yeah, according to
yeah,
the
it's automatic loss. Yeah, yeah.
according to
But that
the legal the letters of the law. Yeah.
yes, yes. But I think uh, the rules is I have to renounce it,
Mm.
and there will be a paper telling that yeah, my nationality is being renounced. Yeah, but in this case now, because I don't renounce it and I don't know if I'm still in the database. In fact, as I think my parents still keep my Indonesian ID card because
Right.
it's for life. It's I
Mm.
don't have there is no expiration date on it.
Mm.
I'm still in the family card if you yeah if you
Mm.
know.
The family register. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 the family registers. I'm still there. Uh, so in that case, actually, in reality, if I need an Indonesian passport, I just can, mm, yeah, go back to Indonesia and make one. I think I can do it, but yeah, yeah, it's so actually I'm still in the gray area now. Yeah, it's I don't renounce it, so I still have Indonesian ID card, and I'm still in the family registration card. So uh, in
Well, next
I'm
time when
still
the video is live, then we have this online recorded proof, and then if there will be like I guess the staffs of like foreign ministry watching this.
yeah. And I think I'm not the only one doing it. I'm not sure. Actually, yeah.
There were a few scandals with them, even at
Yeah,
the state minister level.
because
Yeah.
because I heard the procedure to renounce the nationality is also a little bit troublesome. So
Yeah.
many don't do it, and the ones have done it. Yeah, they said it's not really worth it to do that.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
I think it's just nice to be in the gray area.
Mm. And maybe there's some thinking as well, right? Especially developing in the recent times, right?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
think Indonesian governments wants to actively encourage people to renounce anyway, and they just don't
No.
touch. It's just a topic they don't want to touch at the moment, right? So, yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
you never know, right? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. And anyway, if I like I get I try to regain my Indonesian passport is it's not because I love Indonesia. It's more like as a souvenir, to be honest. Just like as I said, I was born there. I grew up there. I have a very Indonesian name. Uh, it's just like a souvenir. Like I don't know if you have traveled somewhere. You want something that you can remember to remind you some nostalgic moment or something nice moment. Yeah, it's probably a passport. It's kind of a nice souvenir, yeah? And I'm also a collector actually, and passport is one of the thing I really want to collect. I want to have as many as possible.
And the interesting thing is that since you live in Belgium, right, souvenir is coming from the French word that actually means memory. So it's really just for the memory of it.
Yeah,
in your
exactly. It's not like for pride or something
Mm.
or love or admirations. No, none of that. None of those actually. It's just
Mm.
completely just souvenir, and I'm a collector, so
Not
I
even
collect.
for the slim chance that you ever change your mind, you want to go back.
As I said,
Okay.
yeah, it's out of the table.
Okay. Just testing.
It's out of the table.
All right. So I guess we kind of like drill quite a bit, right?
Yeah, yeah.
The motivations, the possibilities, the I guess the affinities in terms of you giving
Hmm.
up your Indonesian nationality and calling Belgian uh, nationality as your main identity now, and the country
Yeah,
obviously as your home. Now, if you think of it as a spectrum, this like whole topic of this podcast, right? The theme that Kabur
yeah.
aja dulu, right? Um,
Hmm.
I think your case is like the almost at the other end of the spectrum, the ultimate Kabur aja dulu, and you drop the dulu, which means that's it, right?
Yeah,
um,
yeah, 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 yeah,
not turning back at this point, right? Your
yeah,
your,
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Kabur aja dulu is
yeah,
done. It's a migration. It's full migration, right?
yeah. Exactly. Actually, yeah, yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
what's your thought about the people that are just starting to think about or the hashtag around Kabur aja dulu?
Uh, yeah. Kabur aja dulu in English probably is like just move first, right?
Mm.
It's the intention is temporary.
Yes.
If the intention is temporary, I would say go for it.
Mm.
As long as you are, you know that you are capable, you have such a skill that can be useful somewhere else. Just do it. Again, I think I mentioned it a few times during our previous episodes. Yeah, just do it, but you have to respect the law, both Indonesia and the country of the destinations, and also the customs or the culture of the country of the destinations. Don't be the extremists, don't be criminals, because you also again uh, sometimes as a migrant you don't only represent your country, but it's not like your race also. Yeah, sometimes they don't think, yeah, it's an Indonesian criminal. They probably say it's an Asian criminal, meaning it's a generalized for all Asian. I mean, the reputation can be bad for the whole race, not only particular nation like anymore. Yeah? It's so be nice. You are a guest anyway. So just like if there is a migrant moving to Indonesia, you expect them to respect Indonesia, right? Speak the language, respect the custom, the culture. You should do the same when you are the guest.
Mm. So are you pros on or cons against people that are moving or doing the Kabur aja dulu at all costs?
Uh, at all costs, it's different, yeah? Because what happened in Indonesia is not really a life or death situation. Actually,
Mm,
it's
mm,
just a little bit economic hiccup. Actually, a big one. There is potential to be a big crisis, economic crisis, and even social unrest, but it's still not there yet. So if you tell me it's at all costs, better not, because to move to other country is not an easy thing. You have to prepare. You have Yeah, it's not like you want to go now and then you go next month. I don't think so. You have to think. You have to prepare. You have to collect a lot of informations. I think all of our panelists agree with it. You have to find good informations for it.
okay. So, and finally, right? Since you have obviously like gone to the other extreme, right? It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
if
yeah.
it's like if it's a pilgrimage, this is the ultimate pilgrimage.
Mhm.
um, what do you say to the? I guess the people that are still thinking about starting the journey, or even already sort of halfway being overseas about changing nationalities. Any thoughts?
Any thoughts? Meanings is not just move away first, but just move away. Ya. So it's not kabur aja dulu, but just kabur aja gitu ya.
Yeah, because some people still
Uh,
think changing nationality as a taboo topic, right? It's not something that you touch. For example, in my case, I still
yeah,
can't
I
fathom
know.
myself changing my passport, right? Not
Yeah,
because it's a taboo topic, but just because of different reasons.
it's I mean I understand this is a very unique dilemma or the very unique case for, yeah, every individuals. They have their own, I don't know, background stories, their purpose, their motivations, their needs. uh, I cannot say that uh, it's good for everyone.
Hmm.
I don't because, for example, if the your yeah, if the country of your destination has completely different culture. I'm so sorry, Indonesia is a Muslim country, for example. If you want to move to, let's say, to Europe, which is, yeah, more or less Christian countries, uh, the the culture is a little bit different.
Hmm.
If you got what I mean. And uh, it's weird, right? If you are not really be able to integrate to the culture of your destination country, and you want their nationality for the sake of just, I don't know, convenience or so. Because if you love the country of your destination, you will try your best to integrate in some way. I mean, like,
Hmm.
for example, here in Belgium, we have a very strong beer culture.
Hmm.
I think you know it. We have,
Yes.
yeah, people, yeah, we have quite high of consumption of beers, right? And it's alcohol. And
And Belgium claims to have the most number of beer brands and types in the whole world,
yeah,
which is
exactly.
they have strong reasons to actually
Yeah,
claim it. Yeah.
exactly. And we know that the Muslims, for the Muslims, uh, alcohol is haram.
Mm.
And 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 based on my experience, having beers with local Belgians is the best way to integrate. And point, the time I spend in the pub here having beers and talk with strangers in Dutch, because, yeah, probably it's also happens with a lot of people. When I have enough alcohol, my Dutch is almost fluent. It's
And you're
very
absolutely
weird,
right,
actually.
right?
Yeah, I
It's
mean,
it's just the way of life in Belgium. one thing that I remember is pretty unique in Belgium. For example, the town that I used to study in Leuven, right? It's
Yeah,
the
yeah,
fact
yeah.
you have a street where you just it's just full of pubs, right? So you can just or bars, so you can just do bar hopping
Exactly.
from one to the next,
Exactly.
which we have to some extent in the UK, but not nothing in comparison what you have there in
Yeah,
Belgium. You know, in terms of
yeah, yeah.
the bar street. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, if and imagine if you cannot integrate really well, you don't feel uh
Mm,
Belgium as a home, right?
mm,
You should kind of you should not make your parallel universe inside Belgium with your own culture. Want to have if you want the passport, at the
yeah.
very least you have to
Mm.
integrate. I understand I cannot be 100% Belgian. Let's say I don't speak French is already one of a shortcome, yeah, because uh, usually Belgian, especially Flemish people, they speak the two languages plus English, so three languages, which I don't speak French almost at all.
Right.
Uh, my Dutch,
Mm.
okay, it's just enough. And then, yeah, I don't eat the fries every day with the fries. I don't want to call it French fries because I'm already Belgian now. I know it's offensive for Belgian. It's not
The
French fries, it's
fridges.
just fries. The fritters, yes. And the fritters itself, there is possibility it's not halal as well because they put
Right.
a lard on it, yeah, to
Mm.
the second frying, and the side dish also it's not halal, and this is kind of yeah, let's say if you have kids, that's what the kids eats when they hang out with friends, and if you cannot accept this, how your kids can also integrate with their local friends, with the Belgian friends. This is also, yeah, okay. So that's why I said integration is very important, especially when you want to get the nationality.
Mm. So passport is more than just a tool.
Yes, yes, it's not just. I understand. Yeah, with Belgian passport or European EU passport, it's nice. Yeah, it's powerful passport. You can travel. I don't know, 180 countries more or less at least. Yeah, it's nice one, but the cost is not only you have to integrate and you pass all of the tests, but the cost is also you have to kind of you have to a bit of give up your how to say it, your culture to integrate.
Mm. Mm.
It's also the same as we as a Chinese Indonesian, we do the same. Our ancestors do the same, right? We sacrifice some of the Chineseness, I would say, to be more Indonesian, right?
Mm.
It's the same. I don't think the Indonesian will be happy if someone only don't really speak Indonesian, speak on
Yeah.
mostly Chinese, and I don't know, yeah, doing Chinese culture
Yes.
more and not really respecting Indonesian culture. You don't want this kind of people also in Indonesia, right? So it's the same thing everywhere.
It's a very interesting analogy, I think. Yeah, so it's not a tool, it's not a trophy. If you think it as like, the ultimate goal, right? It comes with responsibilities, right? With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah, well, probably a trophy like for me, the Belgian passport is a trophy, but the trophy because I've done
Mm.
such an effort to integrate, and the
Mm.
way I got the Belgian nationality is not walking in the park actually. It's
Mm.
quite difficult one because uh, yeah, there is like interrogation by the police, something like that, some interviews at the commune. uh, I have to be able to speak their language, and yeah, I think it will be even more and more difficult nowadays to get the Belgian nationality.
Yeah.
So it's a
Because
trophy.
I think they will, well, I guess a lot of European countries are increasing the threshold, right, on how
Yeah,
the minimum requirements
yeah, yeah,
where you can apply, not even for the passport, right, but
yeah.
just for the sake of some permanent residency.
Yeah, 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 yeah. For
All
the
right.
nationality, I think for the nationality in Belgium, they just changed the regulations. The price is more expensive. Yeah. Now, in the past, it was like 150 euros. Now, I
Mm,
think it's 1,000 or 1,500. I don't know. I have to check it. But it will be, I think, starting this year, I think it will be significantly more expensive.
mm. All right, so I guess we have covered quite in depth, right, about this topic of Kabur Raja Dulu, and I guess the ultimate, in your case, destination, which is the change of nationality. Um, is there anything that you think we should have covered, or things you want to share to the audience?
Yes, actually, I have a strong message for the Chinese Indonesian who think to move abroad, whatever the reason is. Uh,
Agung, by the
I
way, is
think
always known as out of the box. So I was gonna worry that you
yeah,
will
yeah,
give
yeah,
some out
yeah,
of the
yeah,
box
yeah,
answer.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, it says this message for the Chinese Indonesians. So the Indonesians who has uh, Chinese ancestry and still practicing Chinese culture or custom or traditions. And if you think hey, you want to move abroad for some reasons, whatever it is, I would say go for it. I encourage you to do it. But once you make it, move on and never look back. Uh, because first your ancestor, our ancestor did the same with China. Whatever the reason, they move from China to Indonesia, they made it, they move on, and they never look back, right? So because I think another reason is when our ancestors moved from China to Indonesia, there must be, I think, mostly uh, for the sake of the wealth, right? To get, yeah, to be richer, in short. Uh, w- they have sacrificed a lot of things, mostly our Chinese identity. Uh, Even then, at the result, actually, Indonesia is not our kind of cultural identity. We kind of, if you still practice Chinese custom or traditions, so your cultural identity is still Chinese, and 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 actually you don't have any cultural uh, link or relations with Indonesia. So and even then, when our ancestor moved to Indonesia, they kind of sacrifice a lot of Chineseness. Unlike other Chinese ancestors who moved to Malaysia or Singapore, they they don't really sacrifice their Chineseness because they can still maintain their names, for example. They still can speak the languages, the dialects at least, and they kind of still have significantly more Chinese characteristic than us Chinese Indonesian, right? And again, we sacrifice these things. We don't have any more Chinese names anywhere on our paper on the papers, right? We Many of us, I think most of us, don't speak any Chinese languages or dialects, and many of us also start losing this characteristic, the characteristic of work harder, characteristic of financial management to the extreme. Many people really hoarder, saving money and think so far, think about the future, think about next generations. This kind of thing, I know that many in the Chinese Indonesians family it's kind of fading. So we have sacrificed these important things, in my opinion, for the sake of the wealth. And if you are not uh, rich enough, I mean, then it's it's not the place for you. Yeah, yeah. Unless I know if your parents are very rich, very wealthy, as wealthy as, I don't know. When you get married, you can choose, you can have a wedding anywhere you want, or when you get married and they can just buy you a nice house without mortgage. That kind of rich. If it's not the case, then you are not wealthy. The purpose of your ancestor is not rich, so it's not the place. After a few generations, if it's not rich, then it's not the place, in my opinion. So now if you think you want to move to to have a better life, and I think it is financially, then you have to do it. But of course, the the conditions I mentioned before, that you have to have enough information, you have to have your skills to be useful abroad, and you have to be prepared and stuff. It's also applied, but just do it. Don't don't have a doubt for it. Just but I as I said, just move on and never look back, just like our ancestors.
Always out of the box thinking, Agung.
I hope you don't feel slapped, yeah, Adrian.
Well, we everybody's entitled their own to
Yeah,
their own opinion, right? And I'm sure you
exactly,
have
exactly.
done a lot of thinking.
Yeah, yeah,
Again,
yeah, yeah. Of course, yeah, yeah,
the fact that you changed your nationality, I'm sure is one of the output or the outcome of your thinking and your philosophy, right?
yeah,
And
yeah,
everybody got their a vision of what they think a better life is.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah,
All right.
again, it's not everything I said is not absolute. Yeah, of course it's case by case, but I think my last message is kind of applied for I think the majority of Chinese Indonesian.
All right. Okay, so we have gone quite an extensive ground in this topic.
Yeah.
Maybe we should call it a day. And thank you everybody for listening to us. And
Yes.
we'll see you again next time.
See you again next time. Thank you,
Thank you,
Adrian.
Agung. Bye.
Bye bye.